Welcome back, everybody. Arnon in the house for another Words of Wisdom on a Wednesday. Very excited to be here. Very much looking forward to sharing with all of you some very important lessons. So we've got Instagram in the house. We've got Facebook in the house. Yes. Okay, very cool. Germany's in the house. South Africa's in the house. Australia's in the house. And on Facebook, yeah, we've got Germany, Holland. Very cool. So people from all over the world. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. So like I said, welcome to another Words of Wisdom on a Wednesday with yours truly, Arnon. Very excited to be here, guys. Today's session. A lot of people work with me, come get coaching with me, as you all know, because they want to grow their business. They want to grow their business. Yeah, we're back. We're good. Yeah, great. So a lot of people coach with me because they want to grow their business. They want to grow their income. They want to build bigger, better teams. But a lot of people also come coach with me that are business owners, business leaders that have teams. But the reason they work with me is because they want to acquire businesses, buy businesses, or even sell their business. I'm having a little bit of connection issues, so I hope you guys can all hear me loud and clear. So all good. So because of that, because a lot of people contact me and they always say, listen, Arnon, I want to buy a company. I'm looking to acquire a new business. I'm looking to sell my business. What I've done is I've put together 6 critical keys to evaluating a business. So if you're a buyer, this is how you would buy a business. But if you're a seller, this is how you have to think. These are some of the key things that I need to prepare to make my business sellable. Okay, so let's dive right in. And let me say this. I've outlined 6 keys, but I've also added a bonus secret that you have to be thinking about when buying a company, investing in a company, or even getting involved in a new business opportunity. Okay, so let's dive right in. When I look at businesses, when I look at buying a company, when I'm looking and I'm closing on a deal right now, it's a small deal. It's not a big deal. It's less than £1 million. It's not a huge deal, but it's a very interesting company, and it's going to work well with one of my other businesses that I've already acquired. Okay, and obviously I'm always looking at other opportunities. So let's dive right in. The first thing I look at when I'm buying a new company is leadership. Who are the leaders of the business? Remember, when I buy a company, when I'm investing in a company, I am not buying myself a job. I am not buying myself a part-time job or full-time job. None of that. I want to stay in the investors quadrant. Who makes more money? The CEO of a company or the investors that invest in the company? It is always the investors. Because the CEO, yeah, he might get a big salary, but he's probably paying 40-50% tax on his salary, right? As an investor, you can play with that legally and structure the income and the dividends in such a way that you can make way more than the CEO. And as a result, number one, when I'm buying a company, when I'm acquiring a business, I am looking for leadership. I'm looking for who is going to run the show here. Because it ain't going to be me. I'm not looking for a job, part-time or full-time. So number one, who's the leadership? Who am I actually buying? Who are the people? Okay? Number 2, very important, is who is the management team or the team that are going to execute on the project. And the way I like to ask this is I like to always say, does this team, not the leadership, but including the leadership, not just the leadership, but including the leadership, does this entire team have what I call execution intelligence. Because a lot of people make plans, they know how to create plans, they can make beautiful presentations of how it should look and how it should work. But at the end of the day, I want to know, does this company, does this organization, does this team, do they have execution intelligence? Can they take idea and bring it to market? Can they take idea and bring it to market? Very, very important. Can they do that? And can they do that well? Can they do that well? Okay. So number one, leadership. Who is leading the business that I'm buying? Okay. Number two, does the team in its entirety have execution intelligence? Very important. I need to know, I need to sleep like a baby at night, knowing that the team can lead, run, and execute and on the business plan. Okay? Number three, very important for me, is I want to have some sort of belief in the product or the service. If I'm investing in a company, if I'm analyzing an opportunity, a business opportunity, I want to believe in the product or the service. I've got to have belief in it. When I was looking at acquiring companies, I looked at different verticals. I looked at acquiring dentists. I looked at acquiring cybersecurity companies. I looked at acquiring cosmetic clinics. Definitely didn't want to get in that once I dove into that more and understood what that is about. And for those of you who do own cosmetic clinics, power to you. It just wasn't for me. Didn't match my personality or what I am or what I believe in. And then I analyzed accountants. And I was like, wow, I can make an impact here. I can make a difference. I use accountants. I know accountants. So I'm buying up dozens and dozens of accountants. Okay. Different story. My point is, you've got to believe in what you are buying. You've got to have belief in the product or the service. Very important. Okay. Number four, very important key to analyzing a business before you buy it, acquire it, or even consider it as a business opportunity. Number four, is it, number one, scalable and profitable? A lot of people buy a business or get involved in a business that you can't scale. Or maybe it's on the edge of profitability. Remember, my friends, the difference between a business and a hobby is that a business is a profitable entity. Okay, you gotta be profitable. Okay, so key number four, when I'm looking at buying a new company, is I've got to look at, is this industry or is this sector or is this vertical, is it scalable? Can I scale it up? And is it profitable? Very important. Okay, key number five is, what is the marketing strategy? When I'm looking at a business opportunity and people want me to invest in it, buy the company outright, or be a partial investor, an armchair investor, whatever the opportunity is, one thing I know is the best product does not win the right race. The best service doesn't win the thing that wins the race is the business that is intelligent, smart, and strategic about the way it marketing, the way it does its marketing and talks to the marketplace. So that's a very important key for me. I want to know, what is the marketing strategy? What is the go-to market strategy? And like I said in point number two, does the team have execution intelligence to bring it to the world? So that's key number five. Key number six, and I'm going to wrap it up and then I'm going to give you the bonus key. Key number six, again, when I'm analyzing a business opportunity or evaluating a business opportunity, key number six is very important, is the financial forecasting. I want to look at the numbers. I want to look at the projections. I want to look at the P&L. I want to look at the investment that this opportunity is asking for, what is required. And one of the key things that I've learned about being in business for many, many, many years is that most people, most entrepreneurs, and I've been guilty of this as well, most entrepreneurs underestimate how much money they need to turn a business into a successful business or an opportunity into a successful business, and they underestimate how long it takes. It takes a lot longer in most cases, from my experience, than most people anticipate. So key number 6 is I want to know the financials. I want to look at the numbers. I want to know who's in charge of the management accounts. I want to know who's got access to the bank accounts, how much money they've spent, how much money they plan on spending, where's the money going. All these things are really important. And from my experience, when I come to a business opportunity and they say, oh, Arnon, we want $1 million or 1 million euros or 1 million pounds, from my experience, they probably need a lot more than $1 million, because things cost more. Things take longer than expected. And the longer they take, the more money you need. They live together in most cases. And so those are the 6 critical keys. And now I'm going to give you my bonus key. In fact, before I give you my bonus key, I'm just going to run through those 6 very quickly. Remember, these are 6 critical keys that you need as an entrepreneur, a business owner, business leader, to evaluate. Again, this is how I evaluate businesses. Number 1, who's the leadership? Is the leadership strong? Because I'm not buying a job. I'm not investing in a job. I want to stay in the quadrant as an investor. So will the leadership lead? Especially when times get tough. Number 2 is the team in its entirety. Does the team have execution intelligence? Are there enough smart people and enough doers on the team to succeed? Because we live in a doing universe, right? Shit needs to get done. Number 3 is, do I personally have belief in the product or the service? Very important. In some way or shape or form, I want to either use the product or believe in the product. I don't want to invest in things that I don't believe in, okay? Or I don't have any frame of mind or don't get, or I like to believe in what I'm investing in. I like to believe that it's going to add some value to the marketplace, some perceived value for me to the marketplace. Number 4, very important, is this business opportunity scalable and is it profitable? Can I scale it? Take this business opportunity. Can I take it to other countries? Can I take it to other counties? Or is it just one location, one spot? Okay. And of course, it's got to be profitable. It's got to be profitable, right? And number 5, very important, what is the marketing strategy? The best product, the best service doesn't win the race. I want to know, can this product be marketed and marketed well and then executed upon? Because marketing wins the game. Every business is in the marketing business. Every business. And so I evaluate, what is the marketing plan? Okay. And number 6, really important, is I want to understand the finances. I want to understand the financial forecasting. I want to understand why they're asking me for $1 million or £1 million or euros. How did they get to $1 million? How did they evaluate the business? It's really important for me to understand what is going on from a monetary perspective, which, by the way, I am not an accountant. So I would get my accountant involved and I'll say to my accountant, look at these numbers. Tell me what you think. Let's sit down. Let's have a talk. Okay. So seek expert advice, especially when you're about to invest in a business opportunity or buy a company or buy shares in a business, right? Try to understand the financials. It's very important. Now, here's the bonus. The bonus. When I am buying a company, key question I'm asking myself is, what is my exit strategy? How do I get out? Okay, if things go great, what is the exit plan? Are we selling the business in 5 years? Are we taking it public? Are we doing an IPO, an initial public offering? Are we going on the FTSE? Are we going on the NASDAQ? What are we doing here? How do I get out? When I walk into a building, maybe it's because I spent time in the army. As a military man, when I walk into a building, I'm scanning. Where's my exits? Where are my exits? If shit goes down, how do I get out? Just a quick glimpse. And most people, they start a business. Yay, let's start a business. But how do you get out? And then you find yourself, you might have a business that is doing well, but you've got golden handcuffs on, right? So you got to be thinking about, when I invest money in a business, in a company, or I'm buying a business, one of the key questions that I'm asking myself is, how do I get out? How do I get out in the long term? And how do I get out in the short term? If I don't like the business all of a sudden, or I don't get along with the CEO, or people are saying something and doing something else, many scenarios. So my friends, if I can give you any advice, bonus key, before investing or buying a business or looking at a business opportunity or evaluating a business, ask yourself those 6 key questions. Who's the leadership? Do they have team? Does the team have execution intelligence? Do you believe in the product or the service? Is this business scalable and profitable? Is there a strong marketing strategy, a winning marketing strategy here? Number 6, look at the finances. I want to understand the financial forecasting, how much money they need, where the money is going to go. Are the people taking salaries? What salaries are they on? Are there A shares or B shares in the business? Okay, you got to understand that stuff. And number 7, which is my bonus point, how do you get out? Where is your exit strategy? Is it a sale? Is it an IPO? Is it a trade sale to another entity? Because most businesses that I'm buying is because the owners didn't think when they started the business, how did they get out? And now they're stuck in 20 years. They're in this business literally for 10, 15, 20, sometimes 30 years. And they're like, I thought my kids would take over the business, and my kids have no interest in the business. And that's where I come along. So whatever business opportunity you're evaluating, look at what is your exit strategy. How do you get your money, your funds out? Guys, I hope you enjoyed that session. I thoroughly did. I hope you got some value. I will say this, if you're watching this video, just a quick notification. I have decided to do something very special for 2023, and I have decided to open up one spot and only one spot for a person that wants to get some business coaching and take their business, their life, their money to the next level. So if you're a business owner and you want to play a bigger game and you want some business coaching from someone very powerful who's been there, done that quite a bit, reach out to me, drop me a DM, and I'd love to see if we're a match, if I can help you, and if what you're doing excites me enough to get going and to help you take things to the next level. Next week, same place, same time, for another Words of Wisdom on a Wednesday with Arnon. Till then, stay strong, stay powerful. Cheers.